What's going on, guys? Sin for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as a fantasy draft at Anaheim Ducks. We're here in the free agency, and we have some cash to work with, and there's a few names that we were interested in. Now, first off, I think Skinner should definitely be someone we go after. I think he could really benefit us for right now. It'll be just a couple years. We're going to do probably both these guys just do about 2 years here. Or maybe 3 for him, but it's still a good price. It's still a really good price. Still around the 6 or so, 6 to 7. But if we do that, then we're less and less likely going to be able to get McDonagh. We might have to settle for Hjalmarsson, which will be okay, I think, for kind of right now. We won't be able to flip him for as much value, but price-wise, that might have to be the case here. Although, you know, I'm going to check in on our left wing situation again. Just to see, I might want to get Skinner for a few extra years instead of just that. I could check our salary situation as well. Once again, just to kind of refresh my own memory. But our left wing situation, I mean, we've got this Yakimov's guy, but he's, you know, growing. Svechnikov, Marlowe, neither guaranteed to really be anything. So I think we could probably use this guy for a bit longer, honestly. Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm looking at what we got here. Yeah, I might want to sign him for a bit longer. Defensively, we're gonna be flipping whoever we get, either Hjalmarsson or him. You know what? We can give him closer to what he wants contract wise. Skinner, like lengthwise. I don't have to give him like only 2 years. I'm probably gonna use him for a bit longer than that anyway. So might as well it'll be an affordable contract for anyone if we want to flip it at any time, in case we have someone coming up. But yeah, I'm not getting him 7 years, but maybe somewhere closer to 5 or something like that. Well, there's not much of a difference between those few. It doesn't really go down that much anyway. So yeah, maybe 5 years. It gives our younger guys a chance. It gives Yakimov's a chance to come up, and yeah, so 4 or 5 would probably be the best here. Maybe we did get a few other guys to 4, so you know what? Let's line them up with those guys just in case we'll need them after that. We could always renegotiate from there. So asking price is 6 point probably around 7. I want to be safe. So 4x7 deal here to get him. That should lock him in, and that'll be affordable for our first month contract for the next couple of years. So let's get that 4 years for Skinner at 7 mil, and then so 7 mil. I'm trying to do math here. Hold on, let me see how much cash we'd have left for that. I think like 5 something. I'm trying to do rough math in my head. I'm having a complete mental lapse. So it's like 6.74 essentially, which we should be able to get McDonagh for that. So let's try 2 years at like, let's say 6.74. We can try 6.5 for 2 years and see if he wants to sign with us for that. That's kind of as close as I can really get it to, kind of towing the line here. So let's try that for McDonagh. 2 years at 6.5. Again, just like a spot filling type contract. As Levy grows. So there we go. We'll offer him that. And we didn't need a goalie unless we needed like a prospect, but not too sure that we did. And we are probably going to want a depth guy, so JT Miller for that. I'm going to check that goalie situation just so I know. I'm pretty sure we're okay or need 1. Yeah, we will need like 1. So Miller and Demko will be duking it out, and then Gustafsson will most likely be the backup. We'll need, or depends on his growth after this, but we will need another sort of prospect goalie. We don't need one, but it would be probably good to get one. If we can afford it, of course. But we're going to try to go after, you know, we're going to hold off on the depth guys still as well, because I want to make sure we can get these 2 guys locked in. So we're going to hold off on all that. Wait a few days. I don't think JT Brown will be leaving. I want to see how much money. I should have enough cash left for everything that I need. Henrique for first. No thanks. That's a funny trade offer, though. Trying to give the Ducks Henrique. Alright, just going to remove all that. Don't want to be bothered here. There we go. Alright, keep advancing a few days. I want to make sure we can lock these guys in. Come on. Jesus Christ. Here comes the advanced day thing, taking about 10 years. It didn't even advance a day. Oh, this thing's so broken. Is it going to advance a day this time? No, it still didn't. We're still in the fucking third. No, oh, finally on the fourth. Oh, okay. EA has a good game here. Look at that. It's still on the fourth, even though I clicked. Now it's on. Jesus, man. I'm sorry. How do you not have a fucking game that works? All right, Jeff Skinner accepted, as did McDonagh. So there we go. Ugh, all right. How much money do we have left? Probably not much. Yeah, 1.7. We should be able to get Brown for depth. And then, where was he? And then check out the defensive situation. Where was he at now? There he was. JT Brown. Yeah, we can afford him. I'll even go 1 mil for a year. Since, yeah, I don't foresee any other teams trying to steal him from us. And that should give us enough cash here to pursue someone here. Well, there's really no one that great. But go for this Binghamton guy. We need someone to play there, that's for sure. So this guy looks like the best option. 76. Should stay around that minor starting range. Godley's a bit cheap. You know what? I might go with Godley. He's a bit younger. He's not as good, but he is listed as minor starter. And he might get a bit of a jump here anyway. And as a year younger, he might have a better chance to turn into a backup. I don't know. It's a tough call, but it is less money. So I'm going to go for what's less money, because that's kind of what we need to do. I'll see if he wants to accept for a bit lower. Just in case. All right, and that should be what we need here. That should be everything. We're going to advance a couple days. Watch it take about 10 years. But that's the way it goes. Now it's going to be quicker, sort of. It still takes forever just for it to go through. After the spinning wheel, then it still takes about 2 more seconds. 3, I don't even know. Too much is what it takes. If you're going to have an advanced day feature, like, dude, like, make it feasible, because otherwise you have to, like, go to the freaking calendar screen, choose days. Like, either way, it takes the same amount of time, so it's like, what's the freaking difference? All right, we got JT Brown and we got Godless. So there we go. That should be our free agency period. How many contracts do we have? Is that going to be enough, considered enough for the game? 37, maybe. If we can sign, like, 1 or 2 prospects, I will. Just for short term, like 1 years. Once we draft again, we'll be fine. One more. This next draft, we have a lot of later picks, so this should be the last time we have to, like, kind of get any trash guys or anything like that. And we need 2-way deals, so yeah, there really is nothing good here. It's really all terrible. Della Rose and 24 at 75, no way he even makes the team. All these guys are really crap, but we just need to sign someone. Kurt Isles, man, they hate Kurt Isles. Yeah, whatever. Okay, well, Della Rose has got technically the best chance to become anything, even though he's not going to become anything. But I'll sign him anyway. Decreasing his price and stuff. All right, we'll sign him. Could grab this guy too. I don't think there's. Actually, he's built relatively well defended. He does. I don't think he grows that much in these last couple of years, but could grab him just to grab him, and I will. Just for a year, just to have him. There we go. We'll sign 1 forward, 1 defenseman. That should give us enough contracts, up to 39. It should be enough without the game forcing me to sign people and us running into problems like that. So that should be it. I'm going to sim up here, start getting the lines taken care of, but pretty big free agency for us. We dropped a lot of cash, and that does help us out now, and wow, yeah, and we'll be able to flip McDonagh and Skinner for extra value down the road. So that's really good for us. Let's get up and get the lines taken care of. All right, I think I got these lines taken care of. So first line, Skinner, Eichel, and Sprong is going to be filling in there for now. And then second line of Marlowe, Bennett, and Nylander. Nylander is listed as second line. Might as well give him that time. Yeah, I don't see a reason not to. And then third line is Svechnikov, Yamamoto, who's 80 overall now. Looking pretty damn good. I don't he could, I mean, if he stays around third line, I wouldn't be too mad, but at 2880, I mean, I highly doubt he does now. So it's going to be a battle between him and Bennett, most likely, in the future. Anyway, there's Versteeg here as well. So hopefully he gets some growth throughout this year, which he should. And on fourth line, Brooks, Nielsen, and Trevor Lewis. Defensively, Riley, Ristolainen, and McDonagh. Foot's now an 86. Good for us. He's above 85, and he's still only 20 years old. I mean, damn. This guy's growth has been insane. Might actually become a top 2, which we unfortunately don't need. And that'll mean we'll have to trade him, and I hope that doesn't happen now. I hope he kind of caps and stops around 88. That's really, really what I could use out of him, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, him and McDonagh together. There's Juolevi at 80 overall. Boosted up a bit by morale. So once he loses that, maybe back closer to 79, 78, which is good. Should give him the opportunity to grow. Once he begins to be listed as top 4, maybe I can give him extra time before I move him into the official top 4. But yeah, he's gonna have Mathut as his partner, who had the best defensive stats. Poolman's a righty, but didn't have as good as defensive stats in my opinion. So I'll stick with Mathut. If I need to go with a righty, I'll go with a righty. We'll see what happens. Power play and penalty killed. Sprong, Eichel, Skinner, Riley, and Ristolainen, and then Nylander, Bennett, Versteeg with Marleau on the point. We'll see how that worked. Callan Foot as well. There's a 4-man, didn't really touch it much. Penalty kill, Nielsen, Lewis with Foot, Ristolainen. I might switch this up a bit, actually. Yeah, do that. I'll do that for the defensive pairings. McDonagh, Ristolainen, Riley, Foot. That should work out okay. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to put a different forward in here. I was going to go with Brooks, or I could move Brooks. I could try... I was thinking about trying Eichel out on the penalty kill, which I might do. Because as I remember, he had some pretty good defensive years in other playthroughs, so let's try him out as a penalty killer with Brooks there. Nielsen, Lewis. I could do that for the 3-man. We'll try it. See how they like it. Anyway. That'll be that. Here's our extra, the 4-on-4. Pretty standard what you expect to look like. Then went with Yamamoto, Versteeg, the 2 growers. 3-on-3 looking like this. Same kind of forward pairings. Then there's the defense. Extra attacker and the shootout lineups. And goalies, I'm very happy to say that Thatcher Demko jumped up to an 85. That's really good. That's a big jump, and that's what we needed out of him. Now it looks like he is going to be on pace to become that elite. 23, 85. I think 24 maybe gets it up to 88, and then from there, he's an elite goalie. Could get some statistical growth in there. And he's on a pretty good contract for right now. And Ryan Miller, they're both 2 years. And it looks good. Yeah, Miller might retire, but we'll see. He has still got the backup potential. It hasn't changed, so it looks like he should stick around there. Hopefully be a decent backup for us, and we're only spending $4-something million on goaltenders. And as we wait for Nielsen to retire or for that contract to run out, most likely retire, we're still in a good spot cap-wise. We're still not gonna be running into major issues, especially as we deal McDonagh as Juolevi gets better, and he'll want his first deal to come up. So we've maneuvered ourselves into great places right now, and I'm very excited about where this team is looking like they could end up this year. I mean, I think. This could be a pretty damn good year for us, especially with the growth and stuff like that. I mean, damn. Our second line, you could consider it weak, of course. Marleau's still with the top 6 potential, so it doesn't seem like he'll decline, and could have a really good year. This is his last year. Maybe we want to trade him if we get some growth. Svechnikov decides to jump up. Versteeg, obviously, coming up, we might want to even push, keep Nylander on that second line, depending on how he does if he grows, and then... I don't know. We get options though, and this team is really starting to come together now. Our young guys are coming into their own. Everything's sort of seeming to work right now, and it's really good. So yeah, I think now we're just gonna get Sim in here and kind of see what's going on there, and then kind of consider trades after that. I don't really think we need any right now, but yeah. When we do make trades, definitely I think we're just going to keep picking up more picks. We have a decent chunk of picks right now. I know we have 2 firsts this year. And I think this is the stuff where we have all the later stuff. So we've set ourselves Why do I always do that when I'm looking for goalies? I'm stupid. All right, 2 firsts, 2 seconds, 1 third, 2 fours, 2 fives, 2 sixes, 4 sevens. Holy crap, 4 sevens for this year. So we have a good chunk. We could use an extra third or something like that, but yeah. We can wait for trades to be made, but right now we don't really need to make a trade. So, all right, let's go here. Let's see how this team does. I'm kind of excited to see how this team does. I am. We threw around a lot of cash in free agency. We look a lot better. Our offensive core could be deemed a bit weak, but I think the offensive skill from the guys that are up there should be enough. We'll see how Sprong does in that first line. That's the kind of the question mark right now, and hopefully Versteeg grows well through this year, but we're going to take him up. You know, we're going to play him in his role, take him along slowly. Yeah, he's getting power play time, but extra production never hurt anyone. So let's go here. Let's get that first month and a half done and see how this team wants to perform. Hopefully we see a good showing from Thatcher Demko, and with... don't be made. Okay, good. It's only minor. So that shouldn't be... He's not going to be out or anything. Let's get our scout going out and around. Checking things out. Preseason's looking pretty good. Yeah, Morgan Riley, he's fine. He toughed it out. Yeah, we're actually undefeated through preseason with 3 shutouts. I like that. I like that we've seen 3 shutouts. I know it's against their shit teams, but Thatcher Demko looks like he is indeed turning into the Thatcher Demko of other playthroughs. So that's really good for us because that's the main reason I picked him, because he's a freaking great goaltender in this game. Good year for rookies. I like the sound of that. I think, yeah, we're good on that. We got 2 depth defensemen, 1 depth forward, and JT Brown, which we don't really need the 2 depth defensemen. They're both listed as top 6 anyway. They're not even technically depth. We lost twice, both in OT. And finally we win against Philly, 1-0-2 to start things off. So we could use a bit more goal scoring, but for right now we're looking okay. Alright, get that scout out there. Let's see. Tampa, you know there's going to be a good team. We win that game in a shootout. And we won that game. Okay, and it looks like we are off. And our defense and goaltending looks looking pretty damn solid. That's a tough loss. Our offense is hit or miss. It's very inconsistent right now, but that's kind of to be expected. Taylor Versteeg's injured with a mild concussion. That's not exactly what we needed. We'll throw JT Brown in there. He won't be out long. Just a couple games. You want to give us Lehkonen? You want our... No, we're not giving away firsts. That's nothing like that's happening. We got Suzuki on the block. I might... I'll keep him off the block. I don't want him to be demoralized down there in the AHL. I think he's got like 2nd or 3rd line time there. He's pretty good. 70 overall at 20. I mean, damn, he's right there. He's kind of on pace. All right, there's another tough loss there. Yeah, inconsistent goal scoring right now, but it's kind of to be expected. We're not extremely strong in our offensive core yet. We have the... We have the possibility to get there, but as you can see, we are struggling to put the puck in the net sometimes. We're very inconsistent. Versteeg's available. There's like 3 games. I don't think he... I'm going to say continue anyway. I don't want to rush him back. There we go. I thought he should be back, but I didn't know if it would put him back in immediately for that game or what. And if he got injured again, I would not be happy with myself. Sprong, yeah. Only 9 points. Yeah, he's a minus... Wow, only 9 points, only 7 points. Yeah, the first line is kind of struggling here. Ooh, even the second line is... Oh my god, only 4 points apiece on 30 points for you. Wow, yeah, just the goal scoring is lacking for sure. Definitely lacking the goal scoring. Well, it's still early, so we'll continue here. But we need to see a bit more. There we go. That's a nice victory right there. We still have a pretty good record. We've luckily lost a lot in OT. So 8-3-4 looks a lot better than 8-7. Let's say that. But as we continue to lose in regulation, 2 in a row, we start to fall back down, which is okay for the most part. If we miss the playoffs this year, I mean, hey, that only benefits us. We just want to make sure our guys are growing here. There's a nice couple dubs. There's another one. Good goal scoring. We lose, but we get a point out of it, so we're still in pretty good shape. And I can't wait to check out all the stats and stuff. I think we're going to be a pretty decent team. I think it's going to show... Our goals for might be low, but I think that just has to do with our inconsistency. And did we win that game against Boston? Yeah, we did. Shutout 5-0. So there we go. 14-5-5. That looks pretty damn good right now. I mean, probably good enough for top 3 in our division. Yeah, just in the top 3. Only 1 point out with 2 games in hand. We're technically almost in first place right now when you consider it. I mean, I highly doubt we'll lose our next 2, but hey, you never know. Sprong leading in points with 21, so there we go. We've got, yeah, the points are kind of coming now. But I still think this will reflect some inconsistencies. Where are we? Oh, there we go. Yeah, definitely. So, goals for. You see how low that is? Well, for me, that I consider that pretty low. I think that just has to do with the inconsistency right now. Goals against is great. If we can maintain that throughout the year, we just need to improve our offense, and that looks good. Power play needs to be. We need to mess with that power play. That's not great, obviously. 12.7% is not good. Penalty kill's good though, and we don't take that many penalties. 53. Not quite the lowest in our division. Second lowest. That's good, and we have a pretty good. I mean, 85% is very good. Percentage. Not great on home ice. Really good on the road. 7-2-1. Alright, let's check out the personal stats. Sprong kind of produces wherever the hell he is. Eichel, 10 goals, 10 assists. Skinner, 18 points. Could use a bit more out of him. That's alright. He's a low first liner for sure, 86. Riley, 13. Bennett with 12 points. Brooks, alright. He's on, what, third, fourth line? Fourth line, probably, and he's got 12 points. Nylander only with 11. Playing that second line, you expect more out of him. Marleau with 11 as well, so second line is kind of... and Versteeg only with 6 points. He's an 80 at least. He is growing at least, but he's got that power play time. Only 1 power play goal, so... Alright, maybe put him on the point for the power play instead, or take him off the power play for now. His offensive stats aren't very strong, but... 2 assists for Marleau from the point. Yeah, our power play is just not strong at all right now. Eichel, 20 penalty minutes. What the hell are you doing? Better not be fighting. No, okay, good. But still, what the hell? Oh, is it? Discipline's only 82. That is quite low, actually. That kind of sucks. Well. Riley Foote actually getting more points than Ristolainen. Interesting. So I don't really care as long as we get the good production. Ewell Levy. Done a good plus-minus from Mathot and Ewell Levy. So that's good. And Demko is out friggin' standing right now. He's on fire. Miller, not that great, but he's got the points. 6 points in 5 games played, so he's at least got the pace that I need. So he just needs a bit of improvement. That could help us out. But overall, it's not really our defense that I'm worried about. Brooks has got more points than Versteeg, but Versteeg's got the goals at least. 4 goals. How many shots? Ooh, he took a lot of shots. 58 with his ice time is not bad in 21 games played. So I like that. It looks like he will take some good amount of shots, which is what you need out of a sniper. If they don't take shots, doesn't matter what their shooting stats are. Give me 99 across the board. If they only take 150 shots a season, they ain't going to score that much. Maybe 20, 30 goals, but that's about it. And if you can get yourself a 30, 40 goal score pretty consistently on your first line, you're in business. And I'm hoping that's what Versteeg can bring to the table for us. Slow start for him, but our third line isn't exceedingly strong. You can see. At least they're pluses, so I mean, at least they're kind of locking things down defensively. But yeah, I could definitely sort of use more out of them. All right, let's see if we can really improve that. If we can feasibly improve that power play, I'd love to. I don't know how well we'd be able to. But I'm going to take a look at it. Penalty kill doesn't need to be touched. I like my penalty kill. We're in great shape. It does look like Versteeg has grown. I mean, he's 80 with no arrows anywhere. So it should be natural. Nylander is a goal scorer. Not really, but kind of had to be in that role. Does look like Marleau declined a bit. 82. Or he already did decline. But he still got top 6 instead of top 9, so I don't foresee him declining that much more. Either way. Yeah, it's... I mean, how can I really improve that power play more? What I could do is, like, try to stack the first one. Like, move Bennett up. And try to kind of stack that first one. He's only got 2 power play points. One of them is a goal. I mean, no one has a lot of power play points. We just have not converted that much on the power play. But yeah, we don't really have... We need another kind of shooter on that line. Yeah, so Bennett could be that, because he Doesn't take that many shots, but he's got more. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. He's got more goals, but will that mean he scores? I don't know. It's a really tough call. Has he got power play goals? Just one. Like, I don't know. Try Versteeg on the point, I guess. We can switch that up, see if that'll help. Maybe he's got a power play goal. No, just 1 point. Okay. Yeah, I think we just have weak forwards right now. I mean, we could try to stack it. Like I said, move Bennett up. We can move Sprong back. Someone could take... We can even have Marleau taking faceoffs with 80 faceoffs. That's pretty damn good. We could try something like that out. Try to stack the first unit. Could work. I don't know. I mean, try something like that. Might work. And I'm kind of inclined to try it. So I'll try something like that out for a bit. Kind of try to stack that first line, since we can't really spread effectively yet. We kind of have to stack that first unit. And I think the second unit should still be okay. They're not bad by any means. So yeah, let's try that out for our power play. Penalty kill's fine. Don't need to touch that. Everything else is still looking pretty good. And I'm really satisfied with Thatcher Demko. So let's check out the progress reports now. And we'll be able to see what's going on growth-wise. We'll see where Versteeg's getting his growth. We'll see about the our prospects down in the system, how they are developing. But yeah, I really need to get Sprong back in his actual role. Looks like stat growth for... Yeah, it was stat growth for Heichel, so... Wasn't even natural growth, rip. Yul Levy. That's even more natural growth. That's good for us. Versteeg has got a bunch already. Hand-eye and stuff went up. Offensive awareness and passing did not go up. Wrist shot went up a bit. That's good. Defense went up a bit. Yeah, all in all, should be a pretty good skater too. 6'3", man. He's not. He's a big kid too. He's gonna be a very effective goal scorer for us. Franz Nielsen declining, but boosted up by statistical growth, or a bit of statistical and then mostly morale. That's funny. Okay, Ryan Miller, that's all statistical, but he's already getting some natural decline in there as well. So he's combating that a little bit. Svechnikov, statistical growth, interesting. No natural, not too sure what to make of that. Nylander, statistical minuses. Okay, he should erase that at least this year, so hopefully. Thatcher Demko, oh, is that natural? Yes, it is. Thatcher Demko is growing naturally throughout this year. Oh, yeah, I think he's going to be true elite. Fuck, yeah. Callan Foote. Yeah, he's got a couple ticks of growth. Sprong, how about you? Statistical only. Not the greatest sign, but we'll see what happens. All right, that takes care of that. Let's check in the system here. Langdon, he's got 9 ticks of growth already. That's good. No changes to his overall yet, but the fact that he is growing is good for us. Yakimov's also is another good thing for us. No changes in overall, but he is growing, and that's good. Dalcall, same kind of thing. No changes to his overall, but is growing. I need to check, actually, where... Because I need to actually double-check my AHL lines. It just reminded me. Because I did make a change off camera, and then I think I best lines that I just want to make sure that I got the certain forwards in certain areas that I want. He should damn well. Yeah, okay, good. I was making sure that Del Rose was, for some reason, wasn't going to be up there. Everything else is good, though. And I have Yakimov's on third line, because I think he'll be more effective there, obviously. Yeah, and I think we're good. Yep, nope, not missing anything. Center-wise, I think they're just trash guys there. I'll double-check, though. Sierra, top 9. Maybe I want... Well, it's only a playmaker. I'll probably keep in the better players at this point. Yeah, I'll keep in the better players. Don't need to play guys like that. Yellow top 9 is pretty good, so... I'm almost kind of... No, he's only 50... No, 57 overall. No. No real need to do that. Alright. Yeah, we'll be fine with that. Alright, I just wanted to make sure that everything was still good in this regard. He is listed as a minor star, which kind of sucks, because I can't really... Since we got Godla, I'll do that, but he'll just sub him back out anyway. But either way, we're in good shape right now. I mean, our record's looking good. We're getting some good growth. There's some spots to improve, but we're going to try to stack that first power play unit. See if that'll help out our power play production at all. It can't get much worse, so let's try that, and then have Marleau centering that second unit and really have a 1 and 2 unit instead of sort of hybrids of each. So, all right. We're going to end that one right here. big signings made, and we're in great shape. We're still in great position to draft heavy as well, and we're starting our we're starting to become that self-sufficient franchise with a, you know, just a slew of young talent always coming up early. But it is tougher when you don't tank. So I am going to like the challenge of having to try to maybe not always having top picks and, you know, having to find that late round stuff to really build our team around. But I like it. It could be a really unique sort of challenge for us. So I'm down. I'm down for it. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you thought about those free agency signings. Any trade ideas you have for our guys. You know, maybe if we end up moving out Marleau, you know, get some picks for him. But I don't think we make those moves quite yet. We want to keep waiting on the growth and see if we're able to get what we need, man. But yeah, it is going to be tough. Maybe we want to go after a rental first liner at some point. It all depends on how the growth ends up here. But if, you know, if Nylander stays around this overall, I might as well, you know, try him on that third line again and get a rental. Give him some power play time, obviously, but get some kind of rental for that. But I don't know. Still, even if we move Marleau, that'll be what we do if we move Marleau. Because then we can keep Nylander up there. We'd have to grab some other stuff, but yeah, maybe a rental is what we need. But for right now, I think we're okay. Sprong is, you know, getting good production despite not being quite ready for that first line. I don't know, but hey, whatever. It's all working right now. Yeah, so let me know about all the stuff I just mentioned. Remember to leave that like, and that'll do it for this one. So I'll see you guys in the next one. If watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you, be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.